boy's body kept growing, not only breaking through the roof, but ultimately causing the entire building to collapse. As a result, he was exiled to an uninhabited small island. At 7 a.m. sharp, he finished his breakfast as usual and headed out the door with his briefcase. Today was the day his idol would go to space. Being short in stature, Bob couldn't see his idol at all. He could only squeeze his way to the front row with great effort, but he was still a step too late. Fortunately, he unexpectedly obtained a photo with his idol. He watched excitedly as his idol piloted the rocket and took off. However, the next second, an electric current reflected back, knocking him to the ground. Looking up, he discovered that the rocket had instantly vanished into the sky. The entire space agency was thrown into chaos. The next morning, the 7 a.m. alarm went off as scheduled. Bob suddenly realized his shoes were a size too small, and he no longer needed a stool to reach the bathroom sink. Seeing Bob, who had grown several times larger, his colleagues were extremely shocked. Bob, who had always been self-conscious about his height, never thought that one day he would be troubled by it. The keyboard was as small as a toy. When he turned around, he swept away everything around him. Even going to the bathroom felt awkward. Everything was disrupted by his height. During a meeting, the back of his head directly blocked the projector. Faced with Sam's disappearance, they created a lightning simulator, trying to recreate the scene when Sam vanished. But all attempts ended in failure. The scientists left angrily. Watching his colleagues turn and leave, Bob felt very dejected. He didn't want to give up easily. To save his idol, he worked through the night to build a lightning simulator. When he put his finger inside, the machine emitted a green light, and an apple actually disappeared. The next day, he excitedly demonstrated it to everyone. Just as he was about to succeed, his body suddenly grew larger. His finger couldn't fit into the machine. Everyone left, disappointed. Before Bob could try a second time, his body rapidly expanded, directly penetrating the floor. Bob helplessly curled up his body, but soon his body grew again, breaking the entire building. The city could no longer contain him. They exiled him to a desolate island. Bob could only watch helplessly as they left. Just as he was about to sit down and rest, something poked his buttocks. It turned out to be the lightning simulator. Arranged by fate, the lightning simulator transformed Sam's rocket back. Sam got out of the rocket. At this point, he was even taller than Bob. The two of them boarded the rocket together. Only then did they discover that it wasn't them growing larger, but the Earth was shrinking. Soon, the Earth became smaller than a photograph. A falling apple could become a huge disaster. Fortunately, Sam caught the apple in time. He then put the Earth into a jar and brought it back to the spaceship. Placing the Earth into a container, the container immediately ejected a simulated sun. The Earth revolved around it just like that.